Hello everyone, Combi Driver here, coming back at you. So I was at the Red Bull Ring for last week's Daily C on time trial, looking to improve my qualifying, and well, of course, for that you need the soft tires assigned to that week. As you see, I couldn't improve, and as I was already signed for a race, I jumped into the lobby. But here you're going to see that mistake. I am in the lobby, chilling out. I even say hello to Long Beach and No Practice, two fast players that I had races with before, and you notice a mistake. I did not change the tires. I just noticed that as the race was already starting. I was P4 on softs while everyone probably was on mediums. I thought I could apply for a Ferrari strategist positions right there, because that completely changed my race. So to refresh your mind, this race requires soft and medium tires, which meant strategy was involved. Before my starting position, the recommended strategy is to start on the mediums and then pit early for softs, trying to attempt an undercut. Now, starting on the softs, what are we going to do? Well, we will see as the race starts. After a little bit of warming up the tires, we get into the first turn very carefully, as it is very easy to speed here, as you might have experienced. I don't get a good exit and I immediately have to go defensive against the Nissan of K-Bar, who had a better run behind me. And with the slipstream he was able to edge a little bit. However, I could outbrake him, and that's what I tried here. Into turn 2, side to side, as No Practice in the Peugeot goes for a perpendicular mix with barrier. K-Bar had a better exit and was able to capitalize on the slipstream, gaining 3. I don't know which tires are the cars in front, but I presume they are on mediums, which means I could be in trouble. And add to that the fact that I was struggling with the circuit. My pace was not so good, especially through turn 1 and this last turn 4. That meant I could not rely too much on overtaking. Maybe I can nurse the tires and make them last longer. Still, it was early in the race and my main focus was not to lose the car. At this point I spot K-Bar going a little bit wide, which meant a half-second penalty for him. I was still close trying to overtake him, but into turn 1 I decide to back off a little bit as a safety measure. Still, we don't get a good exit, but neither does K-Bar, who adds another half a second penalty for going wide. So now it's a matter of staying cool and wait for the penalty. However, into turn 4 I thought I had an opportunity. He goes a little bit wide and I tried to make an overtake on the inside, trusting the grid, but I ended up tapping him out of the track for my surprise. I might have been too optimistic with that, so I decided to wait for him. This was not ideal if I wanted to make my strategy work, but it was the right thing to do. Of course, he has dirty tires, so we need to be patient and not overtake him under that condition. And that mistake puts us under pressure from Calamaro on the back. Luckily, at this point, K-Bar is about to take his penalty and I am free to push. So the goal was now to create a nice gap between me and the cars behind, so that when I make my pit stop, I end up in a good place, taking in consideration that I was going to be with the least favorable tire at the end. We jump to the end of lap 4, where the leader Long Beach Line Boss makes his pit stop and I discover he was on the medium. This was not good, as he has the pace to come back at me at the end. And by the end of lap 5, I had managed to close the gap to first place to about 4 seconds, as Neptune will go into the pits on the mediums as well. So this was not looking too good. I had to improve my pace. As I take the lead of the race, I see that the guys behind me also go in for a change of tires, and all of them were on mediums, as I feared. The end of this race was looking tough. After 5 laps of a lonely run, I couldn't improve my pace by much, but I was consistent. However, my tires are gone, as you see a snap of oversteer there, and my last 2 laps were not good over the 130s. Neptune, who was in front of me before, was now on second place with less than a 22nd of a gap and a better pace. So I could not stretch my tires anymore. Strangely, Long Beach was not up there, he was on P7. Could we snatch at least a P2 after this pit stop? It was going to be hard, but we will see. The Nissan boys taking out the worn softs and putting some shiny mediums. Neptune goes past, we are out of the pits, and we are indeed in P2. But let's not get all happy yet, because K-Bar on P3 is on the soft tires and with a 3-second gap. Maybe worn tires by the end, but it could still be able to do some damage. But I think now I was being too pessimistic, because with fresh mediums I was able to produce some good pace, enough to keep K-Bar far on the back, and claim a surprising P2 if I don't spin it in this turn. No, I don't. So is a surprising P2 after what I thought was a strategy mistake. And a little bit of luck, of course, as Long Beach, who was leading, ended up in P6. However, it was a podium at the end and I was very satisfied with that. So I would like to thank Nissan and the people at Oreos who sponsored this P2. And of course, I will thank you as you made it to the end of this video. If you enjoy it, please hit that like button and I invite you to subscribe. I will be uploading more content from Gran Turismo 7. And remember, be patient with your improvement and have fun. I will see you next time.